And we are live. There we are. It's the Bruce Buffer impression that my wife loves. How you guys doing? Hey, we're here live, GDP, live on Friday, the 13th. Blah, 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 blah. It's pretty cool. Friday the 13th. I don't know if it started as a superstitious thing or if it started because of the horror thing, but people were talking about it at jiu-jitsu this morning, and it made me think it's pretty cool. The only connection so far so far, what does that mean? Like I'm going to kill people one day. My mom kills people, then I'll kill people. But I wasn't a huge fan of the movies of Friday the 13th, the Jason movies, as most people would call them. But I do have a connection with them because Jason from the Jason movies, Friday the 13th, is named Jason Voorhees, and I was born in Voorhees, New Jersey. That's the only connection I have, and that's the only fact. Anytime somebody says Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, anything like that, that's my fun fact that I always bring out. You know how you always have that thing. I was just talking to Dom about this, about how on the last episode, how like I'll read things that I like, or people how they read things that they're interested in, and then that's all they want to talk about. So anytime somebody brings up Friday the 13th, I go, "Hey, I was born in that the star's namesake." So that's it. And now, actually, really really fun fact: the show that I produce on film and all that edit, Hacks, on the Baby Mermaid Productions YouTube page. You can catch it there. And also IG, Hacks Comedy Golf. Follow them. That's actually where that is mainly filmed, is actually in near, I take the exit for Voorhees, New Jersey. So the baby boy came home. Prodigal son returned. I found out the hospital I was born in was torn down. And I only considered that because they couldn't do any better after me. I don't know exactly when they tore it down, but now officially where I was born, there is nothing there. So hopefully one day there'll be a plaque wherever the site was. You know, kind of like how people go like on a Jack the Ripper tour. They're like, oh, it's like a CVS now, but like, do they have CVS over in London? I don't know. But it's like a CVS now, but like this is where he killed the first whore, and then he killed another whore here. You know, stuff like that. I don't know. Another theory, actually, a theory I saw on a BuzzFeed Unsolved episode they did on Jack the Ripper is, I love how, by the way, I have a show on YouTube, or at least a live stream that I try to do, and a various other videos, and all I do is talk about the other YouTube shows that I watch. But that's hey, know your audience, right? I guess, or know your whatever. But BuzzFeed Unsolved did a episode about Jack the Ripper, and it was like, again, they're just walking around and they're like, well, now it's a bank, but this is where he killed them, and they think it's good. One of the theories is of the who could be is actually a lady, could be one of the whoas themselves, could have been killing fellow ladies, or doctors, all that other shit. I don't know. I liked unsolved cases, but after a while, like, the mystery of it is just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if there's so much a mystery. What's up, John? I don't know if there's a mystery necessarily if it happened just a really long time ago. Like, when they say like this is an unsolved murder, and it's like, well, yeah, it happened in like 1804. Like, they just went the other way. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have any like proof. Oh, we see footsteps. Oh, but they could be his, or they could be anybody's. We don't know. I would actually. You know what? I am definitely speaking out of turn. I don't know for sure. Hell yeah, dude. Well, John, I appreciate you being a part of the daily routine. The GDP live. It's becoming part of John's daily routine. Make it part of your daily routine, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. Hit subscribe to the fucking network. You can watch. I was just talking about Hacks Comedy Golf. Follow them on Instagram. John Montag, the host of Hacks, is the one who brought the prodigal son back to Voorhees, New Jersey. We're talking Jason Voorhees. We're talking Friday the 13th. We're talking. What was I just talking about? Jack the Ripper. We're fired up today. I'm 3 cup of coffee, Pat. I got my seltzy. I got my fucking regular water because I got to stay hydrated. If everybody remembers, I cramped up in the last one. Just when you are cramping from sitting still, John's here. Let's bring it in. What's up, buddy? John's coming in. Oh, come on, damn it. But cramping up, dehydrated. John's coming in hot. I can't wait. He's the one that brought me. What's up, buddy? How's it going, dude? Fuck yeah.
Eating some oatmeal.
Hell yeah. John loves oatmeal.
John does love oatmeal.
John, I was telling them. But yeah, I was talking about Jason Voorhees. And you are I was born in Voorhees, New Jersey back in 1906. And
burned down the hospital soon thereafter.
Yeah, burned it down, and then the only way I'd ever come back is if I could film a comedy golf show with my best buddy,
in
John
a town
Montag.
Adjacent to Voorhees.
Well, I take the exit. That was what I was saying. Like, I see the thing, and I'm like, oh my god! Like every other time I've said the words Voorhees, New Jersey, people are like, huh? Especially
Doesn't
people,
exist.
yeah, they don't know, and I don't think you would know unless you exactly took that one exit.
So there's a weird connection with Jason. So Jason Voorhees, the last name, spelled exactly the same. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Michael Myers takes place in Haddonfield, Illinois. But there is a Haddonfield, New Jersey right next to Voorhees. So my theory is the next Michael Myers versus Jason picture should be filmed here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Like, I think because they keep remaking them, so I don't know if they're like they're
in space, underwater.
Yeah, like each one of them becomes like a new thing. Like, and I was never like a huge horror movie fan growing up or anything like that. But anytime I watched anytime I heard about a horror movie or anything like that, obviously I was interested. But but once it got so there's something so fucking weird, and it's the same way I feel about like the superhero movies and shit. Is like every single time I'm watching one of these movies, I'm like, I just wish it was just a little bit more believable. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, and once like Jason's in space, you're like, come on. The thing I actually have a joke about it, and that I do. I haven't done it in a long time, but I'm like, how basically all horror movies were back in the day were just making fun of special needs people. They were villainizing special needs people. Like Michael Myers just didn't like to be touched, no eye contact, so he's just autistic. You know what I mean? Jason Voorhees was the only R word that I would have called it, because he died as a little kid, he grew up in hell, and then he came back and just killed virgins.
Yeah, so his life was definitely retarded at some point.
Yeah, at some point he was like physically retarded, but somehow he grew up underwater or in hell. I don't know how exactly, but so
yeah.
Do you know exactly which one came first?
The name of the town, or the name?
Was he named after the town, or was the town
I don't
named
think
after
there's
him?
any. That's a weird thing. I don't know if there's any connection to either. I just always thought it was interesting that Voorhees and Haddonfield were so close to each other, right near here, and similar in the horror movie genre. I thought I heard, and I think I heard this pre-internet, that the rumor around here was that whoever wrote Halloween was from Haddonfield, New Jersey, but didn't. Oh. Now I need to look it up. Didn't they place it? I think it's Haddonfield, Illinois in the movie, maybe. Midwest.
Okay.
Because maybe Midwest, like it's easier to kill Midwesterners than it is to kill people from New Jersey. I don't know.
Well, they're more. I guess you don't have to work as hard, because the thing with horror movies a lot of times are like you don't have a really strong story. A lot of times,
right?
Like I know I'm not really breaking any news or anything, but I think there's so when it's like, so that's why they're like, oh, this is a virgin. Oh, they're from the Midwest, or they're automatically you're like, oh, look at them. And
they just knew that no one in New Jersey was virgins. They were like, that's a state of whores.
Yeah, they can't say like, oh yeah, this chick from Voorhees is like never. Well, I mean, there's that one. Like, does anal count? Hold on, does anal count?
Yeah.
Ralph says, "What's up, Ralph? How's it going, buddy? You know, retarded people are strong as shit." Yeah, exactly. That's one of my point. Is so Crystal Lake never had a chance going against the retarded possessed ghost, right? Exactly, because
Oh, here we go.
they're like it's like a motivation. It's like a focus kind of thing of like, it's that again, it's that the strength. That's what a lot of people say. So wait, which one is it? I'm ready.
So I looked it up. Deborah Hill, who was the film producer and screenwriter on the original Halloween, was born in Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Oh,
so she just used her town name and then said it in the Midwest. But she knew. She was like, "Yeah, you can't trick like idiot South Jersey people into getting murdered. Yeah, there's a good chance that like they would have."
It's around every corner. It's already around every corner. Yeah.
I have. They're already getting. All of them already have cancer from the pollution of Philadelphia and New York. You can't kill them with, kitchen knives.
Yeah. It's like one of those things. Like you have that. I just to me, it's when like the believable part becomes like again somehow I can go. Okay, he didn't actually drown in the lake. His mom saved him and then just raised him in a shack, and it just made him a little bit more R-worded.
Yeah.
And and thanks, Ralph. Hell yeah, buddy. Thanks for joining us, buddy. I think it's when they can all of a sudden like just teleport to wherever you know what I mean? Like they're slow as fuck. The slow walking thing, the other stuff.
Yeah.
Then the superhuman thing, and then they're in space, and then like the fact that he goes to hell and comes back, and then you're like. It's the supernatural. Like I get that. I get the supernatural part, but if he's his body though, like it's the same body. Do you know?
80s, like I feel like that, like late 70s and 80s.
Ralph brings up a great point in the chat. Jason can't be from Jersey. He didn't say fuck once. That's a great point. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, he didn't go fucking.
Fuck.
Fuck. Oh. He didn't drink a Natty Ice.
True. Not one Natty Ice. Actually, we were a Keystone town that I grew up in.
Oh, really?
Understandable. There were Natty Ice towns all around me.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like those late 70s and early 80s movies, not even just horror, plot holes, they didn't give a shit. They were just like, I think they were pumping out so much stuff then that they were just like, get a screenplay, throw it. Like, everyone raves about 80s movies. There's not many that I like. Yeah. Now, there are some great movies from that era, but I feel like they just pumped out. I'm sure it's when we look back at now, we'll see it too. We're like, did we need that many Fast and Furious? There's tons of plot holes there. I think we need more, if you ask me. Wow. I think they need to double down in space.
You're the reason. See, that's the thing is that was my theory years ago, and not to bring. I love how we're talking about horror movies. We're talking about New Jersey. We're talking about family, and then I'm like, you know how this brings it all around to Trump. You're part of the Fast and the Furious is definitely partially Fast and the Furious and the Kardashians are definitely need to take some of the responsibility for bringing Trump into the presidency.
Oh, 100%.
Because this so bad it's good, or this trash TV, or any, like all this stuff of like, oh,
that's true.
Like people like start to. It's weird. Like I kind of finally got like idol worship too. Like during all of this, it's not like necessarily like don't like worship celebrities. You shouldn't be worshiping like preachers. Like that's literally the thing that like I feel like is the real thing. Like those two those two conclusions are like the way that Pat is becoming more smarter.
I think it's just now we're getting totally off the horror movie subject, but if you're worshiping if you love something so much that you're willing to like make that your identity, you're just not doing enough in your life. That's how I look at it. Like if you have that many, either side, if you were like huge Democrat, huge Republican, and you're flying 10 flags on your front porch, like you just have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's kind of the same thing with like the Kardashians or any of that other stuff. And it's not saying that they're the people, like that's just saying that like that's your thing, that's your hobby thing. That's the thing you like. Yeah. So like when politics are that thing, they made it more, I feel like it kind of made it more acceptable to have everybody can have that thing, have their thing.
Yeah.
And politics.
No, politics as a hobby is a total thing now. It's amazing.
Right. It's weird. It's really
very weird.
It's really strange.
It's very weird.
But to bring it back, to the Jason Voorhees thing, it's the same way. Like I think that's why I didn't like horror movies, was because I'm not a guy that's like I get the joke. You know what I mean? But like once the joke becomes president, then it's like, holy shit. Like that's when I start
Yeah.
becoming like, all right, guys, we need to. So like the whole so bad it's good thing. I don't like the schlocky thing. I like
Right.
the one of those stranger sentences I can imagine is like, I like a believable zombie movie. You know what I mean? Like I like a practical zombie movie.
Yeah.
I like something that like stays in its lane. What's up, Lemaire? Lemaire's here. All
Yeah,
the way
like if
from
you're
Philadelphia.
Oh, Lemaire. Yeah, I just watched your jiu-jitsu fight with Naeem. Good job, dude.
Oh, I
That
didn't
was
see it
amazing.
yet.
I just got done watching it before I came up here to work in my office.
Yeah, hopefully
Good
none of them
job.
follow you on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not yet. I'm sure one day I'll get fired for.
I'm doing a
podcasts.
character.
Well, yeah. No, but yeah, sweet moves. Yeah, that was awesome. That was,
I could definitely
I'd
beat either
say
one of you, though. I just want that to be known. I
if
can
you,
absolutely
if
beat
you
either
do
one.
box Naeem, I'm very interested in watching that. But you
Yeah.
put the work to him in jiu-jitsu, so good job. No, so what were we talking about?
The it's
Politics
so bad it's
are-
good thing. Yeah.
Well, and they did. I think the new. Did you like the newest Halloween that they did like 2 years ago?
Is that
maybe?
Rob Zombie?
No, this one was the one where Michael Myers was in prison. He was in like a facility. They were transporting him to another one. The bus flips. He gets out.
Hey! Whoa!
Spoiler alert.
Wait.
the bus-
Does he win at the end?
I don't even remember. I don't even know if I finished it. But
Come on.
I will say this: they rooted it like in reality pretty well.
Okay.
So I think Michael Myers always kind of has been rooted in reality, if you want to say that. Like
That's the thing. He's a mentally ill person that's
Right.
in a institution. So like that's the only completely. That's what I'm saying is there's a decade where there's just a healthy dose of just villainizing mentally challenged people in one way or another, and just saying like, not just saying like, because that's the thing is if you think saying the word retarded is bad or is as bad as like hitting somebody or it's abuse or it's assault or whatever it may be, anything, like literally media was straight up saying like this mentally ill person is gonna kill you. Oh, he's got a mask on? Watch out. Yeah, maybe it's also Halloween. Maybe the mentally ill person wanted to get out on Halloween so he could go trick or treating, so he needed a costume. Why are you assuming the worst?
You know what? I'm not going to use the word, but ours love candy.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. I was just saying it because that's the word, John. The word is
you can
retarded.
just sub
It's
it
still a
out.
word, by the way. It's
You can just sub it out and just start calling people Voorhees. Like that's
hey,
real
no,
Voorhees right
that's me. Well, okay. You know what? Actually, if I do that, I just said doo-doo. I do realize that. But
Yes.
I was
Yeah,
just saying
Voorhees.
earlier I wanted there to be a statue or monument of me in Voorhees the spot where I was born, much like Jack the Ripper. So if we start hitting that Voorhees thing and skew that to the R word, I already took the N word, the soft A, not the hard R one, and I turned it into cupcake so I can say it when I see my African American friends.
So when you get cut off in traffic by a cupcake, you
No,
just
I know it's the soft A. It's the soft A. The hard R one stays hard R, John. That's for
Okay.
traffic only. Voorhees. Yeah, so we got to call so Voorhees we got to start calling them is the term for R words. And if we call them Voorhees is it Voorhees?
I think like maybe call a person like a he's head or
he's head. Or
Voorhees. He's head. I don't know.
a Voorhead.
Voorhead. There you go.
Yeah, he's got the
Vor
forehead.
retarded.
Yeah, the
He's
forehead.
retarded.
He's forehead. But there's because that might be a thing. I was trying to think of that. I talked about it last night at the Zone. I did one of probably dude. By the way, the Zone, the Comedy Zone, nobody's wearing masks. It's no like just there. Like I walked in, the hostess was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh no, what the fuck."
Who would have thought that a comedy club attached to a motel that you can rent by the hour?
Hey, it's attached to another bar too, John. Okay,
True.
there's two bars
owned
there.
by Australians. So
Right.
I don't know what they're doing.
No rules, right? That's what they say. They got it wrong. They saw the Outback commercial and they're like, no rules, right?
That applies to anything
Yeah.
Australian, right?
Yeah, no rules, right? Got it.
I would love if Boomerangs just started like They just took the
No
entire Outback menu. Like,
Yeah, they're like, we've got a bloomin' Vidalia.
it's a bloomin' onion instead of a blooming onion.
It's just it's a boomin' onion. That's it. That's what it
Bloomin'
was. A
onion. There you
bloomin'
go.
onion. That's how.
But
you
I
do
want
it.
them to actually physically take the menus from, like, steal them from Outback.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then just
cross them out.
take over. And it says boomerangs.
I think there's but I was talking about last night. Like I talked to my mom a night or two ago, and she was like, I said, I was like, how you do? I was like, are you ready? Or, are you all ready for everything that's going on? And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, the hurricane. And she's like, oh, she's like, I didn't know. And I was like, and I said, it's coming directly for you.
Yeah.
And then I ended up coming with this line. I was so fucking happy with it. But I was like, I said, we sent her a spaghetti map. Dom looked it up, and there's like a spaghetti outline. And you know how they do that? I don't know if you guys seen like hurricanes come up here too, right?
Yeah, we always get we get the tail end of them,
But
and everyone
where they kind of
because
know, they know where it's gonna go.
Yeah,
much.
they always act like it's going to destroy us because Sandy hit that one time and knocked over like one shore town.
Right. But
so now every single time they're like bunker down, and then we just get a drizzle like we're getting right now.
You get like a tropical storm or whatever. But like, so there's it's what they have is like the spaghetti model maps or whatever. Like, and it's just like this thing where it's like these lines, and it shows you projected ways it could go. So one of the arrows. Literally, dude, it was pointed. I swear to God, if you zoomed in, it was pointed at a roof, at her fucking roof. It said, "Here, Pat's mom's house is done." This is one of them. Direct hit, battleship. You know what I mean? Like it would have sunk her ship. And she goes. So her response was, "I go, there's a hurricane coming." She's like, "Oh, I didn't know." And I go, "What the fuck?" And she goes, "Well, we're not in a flood zone." Oh. Well, okay, never mind then. What the fuck am I talking about? Yeah. There's less than 6 feet of earth in Florida, pretty much anywhere you go, even at the thickest part. So that's the only concern, right? I was like, I got your tree. She's like, you got your trees trimmed recently. She's like, yeah, but not the back ones. I'm kind of worried about those. And I was like, well, let's hope they blow the other way. That's the only other
Start pushing them in that direction.
It's in God's hands now. It's in God's and Spaghetti's hands now. Because
is spaghetti map like a common term? Like in Florida? I've never heard that, so you just said it right there.
It's like a spaghetti. They say a spaghetti model map or whatever, like something like that.
I've never heard that. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you told me that, I thought here's my stupid brain. I thought because like maybe she's not gonna be able to go to the grocery store, you sent her a map of where she could go get. That
was the joke I had last night at the Zone.
Nice.
that was the same thing. It was basically me saying like I thought of any of the channels that I watch, a spaghetti map would be on the Food Network, not the Weather Channel. Like what the fuck? Like I'm sitting here watching this guy go like, oh yeah, it's gonna wiggle through here, and they're gonna come up on a nice fucking gravy right about here, and then you're gonna go over here. You're gonna get some.
We go over to the rigatoni Doppler.
Hey. Hey, it's all Futicelli over here. I don't know. Is that one? Is Futicelli one? I just said Futicelli. That's what I just said.
Yeah, if you say it and do that with your shoulders, it's Italian.
Hey,
so you're good.
Meatballs.
Like this is like a macaronucci.
Hey, yeah, I love those. My mama used to make those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that weird obliviousness is kind of. I don't know if it's a Florida thing. Or is it a Voorhees thing? Am I a Jersey crazy person or am I a Florida crazy person?
I think you're a cocktail. You're a terrible mix.
I'm a terrible mix.
To be born in New Jersey and raised in Florida, like the fact that you're not a serial killer is amazing.
I'm like I've been stewed in shit. Like that's like literally the places I've grown up have been again like Voorhees, New Jersey. Where that area you talked about it when we were filming one time, and you were saying like just how that area used to not necessarily be the best area.
It's turned around, so that's like
bad area adjacent, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird. New Jersey's weird like that, and I mean I'm shitting on it. I love New Jersey. I moved back here. It's funny to shit on New Jersey when you live in Central PA.
I like how. By the way, I like how you're convincing us you love Jersey by saying I love Jersey. I moved back here.
Yeah, I did.
Not I
I had
moved
to
back here
spend
because
money.
I love it here. Like I
I had
moved
to
back.
spend money to get back here.
Right.
But no, it is funny because everyone loves shitting on New Jersey, but then like I lived in southern Indiana for a summer and everyone's like, oh, New Jersey. I'm like, that's like that's like an armpit making fun of a taint, basically. Like you're neither are good. Like
Right. And also, it's not gonna smell great either. Oh wait, I forgot.
yeah.
You know what I forgot? Last time we talked. Oh wait, yeah, it was on. I forgot. I can actually change this.
Taint talk.
No, yeah, I have a graphic for this. No.
Yeah, it's just a picture of my taint. I'm
Yeah,
really good in the photography.
I had a lot. I have a what is it called? A hidden camera in your bidet. Do you have a bidet?
Oh, nice. No, I always that's always like the at midnight when you're looking on like Amazon, you're like, I want to make a weird purchase. That one's always in my cart, but I never hit purchase. Yeah,
I'm always this close.
Yeah.
I can never imagine.
I've never used one,
Yeah, me neither.
but I hear great things.
Like I feel like that would be a bold purchase, but
I
it
think
would
I
also
would like
be
it too much.
okay. Like you would always be on there.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
that'd
like
be
I
weird.
work from home now too, so I already like am on the toilet a good amount. That's a good thing. Like working from home, I don't ever have to like plan out my poops anymore.
Yeah, they just happen now.
When I'll be sitting here and I'm like, whoop, there's my butt telling me something. So
Whoop, there's my butt.
yeah, I probably would end up hooking it up the bidet to my office chair and would just have it constantly running.
Yeah.
If
Could
that's
you-
the thing.
Could you do that?
I mean, 2020. I think you can do anything you put your mind to.
Look at that. I got a nice little graphic here for you, buddy. I'm going to take this bullshit off. I have a little thing. I had little graphics that I made. I was like, I'm going to, every time like I have a guest on. Oh, shit. I got rid of it. Fucking so stupid. I wanted to have like kind of like special things for like when people are on. Like when I have you on or I had Josh on Instagram Live, I wanted to have like a little picture of you so like the people can see who I'm talking to. Also,
Yeah.
when I tried to go back and edit the video and put in pictures, a little thing just to say like, oh, I'm gonna have a little graphic over so everyone can see like my buddy John and where your social media is and all that stuff. I was like, as soon as I started working on it, I was like, this is gonna be a lot because I don't know who's going to join through Instagram Live.
You need to just go through and have like.
I made yours and Josh's, and I'm like, I'm never doing this again. I'm just gonna make it
I'm glad
words.
that I'm one of two.
So yeah, so out of the two, you made the cut because I wanna make sure. So at one point there was until I get a producer. I know that sounds weird because as a producer, you would think that I could you think I could do it, but does it seem like I can multitask right now? It doesn't seem like I'm doing a great job, right?
You're clicking on things and talking. You're doing it.
So far, so good. Come on now, damn it.
While you're doing that, I can bring this back up then. I was talking to my friends about it this morning of how it's Friday the 13th. Like, could you imagine if they did make a Friday the 13th in 2020? It's super hacky, but it's just basically Jason Voorhees gets up, like, wait, it was Jason Voorhees, yeah.
Yeah.
Gets up, like, turns on the TV and just sees all the shit happening in the world and then just, like, goes back to bed. Like, not this year.
Not gonna have it. Not today,
Yeah.
buddy. There we go. All right, now we're all set. You look beautiful on YouTube right now. I just want to let you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, the other thing I wanted actually, while I have you here, before just in case anything comes up with work or baby duties, gross,
You
is
can kick me off whenever you want.
no. I read a story today. I don't want you to get fired or anything. That's essentially.
I hope you were going to just leave it at that. I read a story.
I read a story today.
What
Well, the thing is, okay. So the thing is, I'm trying to read and like actually like and write, like actually write more, like think more. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn, John.
Yeah, I was say, the
Dude,
word I'm looking for is learn.
I'm trying. Well, it started with the word of the day. Like it started with me doing like because I would get those emails and stuff like that. So
I gave up on it. I downloaded one of those apps. I downloaded an app for like word of the day, write
Yeah.
a joke with that word in there. And the first day, I just kept scrolling through. I'm like, nope. And then 4 days later, I just deleted the app.
yeah. See, that's the thing is I somehow got put on this list for the word of the day thing, and like I don't know who sold my information, but now I get this word of the day thing, and I was just not unsubscribing, not doing it. Like I would just wouldn't even open it. I would just delete it, And so like
Yeah.
after a while, I was like, oh wait, that's actually pretty funny because I'm really illiterate, and also I should probably try to learn more. Like and actually,
Yeah.
even though I don't like reading, try reading things that I like and see if that. And so I learned all about the paperclip squid. I did all that. We talked about it on the last episode.
Yeah, I saw that one.
But I've been trying to do. Hold on. Oh yeah, so yeah, I've been looking up words. I've been doing all that kind of stuff. But I read the story today. Obviously, this is in my lane too. UFC's Diego Sanchez. This is a quote from him, I guess. I was visited by a UFO this week. Flew right up. So,
That's the whole quote.
well, no. There's definitely more. So like what he was saying. I was doing. So this is my favorite. Are you familiar with Diego Sanchez at all?
The name sounds familiar.
He was, I believe, one of the first, if not the first, Tough winner, the Ultimate Fighter for UFC, the reality show thing they did, and I mean he was a fighter before that, but like to get a contract, that's when he started fighting for the UFC. 2005. He's still currently fighting in the UFC. He has since, by what he says, his own choosing, has gone to a no team, which obviously is his choice, but I think also maybe, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the smartest. A lot of people have criticized his choice to say, I don't want to have a corner and I won't have any formal training. He basically kind of has like a spiritual leader as his one and only corner guy and also one and only like training person. He does. He's like, I've been a fighter for years. I know how to train. And so he's saying like, I don't need a camp anymore.
And is he winning doing that? I mean, is he good?
No.
Not because that would be.
Good.
I feel like the play on the word. You are at that point. You're the ultimate fighter.
Yeah.
If you're like, I don't need corner people. Like, I don't need people helping me out.
If you're winning, yeah. If you're winning, yes.
Got this on my own.
Right.
I also want to see if he didn't have cornermen, but if he was in the corner just talking to himself, like, hey, you really got to slip that jab when he comes in. He's like, I know.
And he's like putting ice on his own back and everything.
Yeah.
Like
Vaseline on his own face.
Like there's just even practical reasons why you should have more people in your corner. But either way.
Yeah.
So he says, this is why I brought this up, that up. This is a quote from him. I was doing energy work on my patio as a UFO flew right up on me. I called for my daughter. Quick. She watched this thing hover over hundreds of feet away. Albuquerque is a trip. Sightings are regular here. This is his tweet. But this shit was contact tonight. Diego added, it was obvious it was watching me. So
he doesn't give a description of like what it looked like. This just sounds like a drone.
No, that's from oh, actually, you know what? I didn't even think of that. But yeah. I was thinking more CTE was what I was thinking.
It's a combo. Yeah. It's a lifetime of eating punches and just seeing. I'm not saying aliens don't exist. I'm just saying I'm not going to Muhammad Ali to hear about the Loch Ness Monster is what I'm
Carson thinks he's going to put those aliens in an armbar. I don't know if he's going to do that or if maybe he might end up himself in some kind of maybe retreat. Maybe we should let your brain just rest for a little bit. Maybe.
You're assuming that aliens have arms at that point.
Yes, you're right. Exactly. We don't know these species of alien, and it could be a drone. It could be a hallucination, but I wanted to bring this up because I am a fan of MMA, and this is the second UFC fighter in particular. We were talking about this morning on the way back from jiu-jitsu, me and my buddy, that the jiu-jitsu seems to have the weirdest array of people as fans and or people that participate in it. Like it's a lot of it's anything from like super right-wing people, super left-wing people, like chemtrail people, like the government is lizard people. Like I'm serious. Like there's instructors. There's fucking elite level black belt. Eddie Bravo in particular believes like chemtrail shit. Like a lot. You know what I mean? Like a lot of that kind of.
It's just fringe people in general. Like people that are on the fringe of normal beliefs or on the fringe of wanting to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Not, like,
it's interesting though, right? Because like
yeah,
the only other person that I knew of this that like had like an experience kind of like this was what's up, Josh? Was George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre was a person that also believes that he was abducted by aliens because this was his experience. His experience was he was on his couch. He was just like laying there. He saw the clock, and then like that. He woke up and it was like 6 hours later. He took a nap, John. He took a nap and believed that he was abducted by aliens.
You took a great nap, and also there's just a part of your brain that's probably bleeding constantly.
Right. You have
just shut off.
There's issues. You've taken many, many blows, hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, really. Like especially George St. Pierre. So he was talking about how he's like, he talked about it on Joe Rogan on the podcast. I remember he's talking about it's crazy. So there's definitely a couple notable names in MMA that genuinely believe they've had contact somewhat or were monitored somehow by aliens. I don't know if he's going to be able to take this into his next fight. I don't know if he has a next fight because like
here's my question though. Like even if it is aliens coming down abducting people, like how smart are the aliens? Because they're not taking the best and the brightest to figure us out as a species. Right. It's always, I mean, they're literally targeting people with brain damage if they're abducting UFC fighters.
But think about it. Did you see what Carson wrote in the comments?
I think Brandon wrote it.
Oh, Brandon, I'm so sorry about that, buddy. I thought that was Carson. I'm sorry.
That's family. What's up?
I was trying to think of the handle. I was like, I didn't want to say that's so Asia because I was like, I don't want to, that's. But yeah, Brandon, what's up, buddy? Not Carson. It could be a Space Jam type scenario because you're saying they're not picking the best and brightest. You're right, but in the past it used to be like, hey, man, I was abducted by alien. They put up with my butt and like that kind of guy, and they're like they look like me or like me a couple years ago even. So like,
Fat Pat would have been abducted. Like
yeah, I had experience with aliens. But now they're going the same way with like, oh yeah, we need the head injuries, but we need them fit, baby. If we're gonna take over these bodies and get a Space Jam type scenario like
good.
Brandon's talking about, bakoosh, there you go.
Yeah. And
then they're actually gonna fight for their right to party on Earth.
Is that what you think they're coming down for? They just want to.
Yeah, I think that'll be the cover. They're gonna cover Beastie Boys' "Fight for Your Right to Party" for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And that'll be that Space Jam. I think if they take a really quick left or right turn right now, they can get LeBron. They can do the CGI. They can figure out, just throw some cameos in there. But really weird that multiple, at least popular enough for me to just see them talking about it. I don't even know how, by the way, they don't mention in that team, it's on TMZ Sports. They don't mention how that came up.
He just said it.
Like they don't mention like, it was on his Twitter, I guess. Like so, they didn't even talk to him.
Did you say in the tweet it said that earlier or just this week it happened to me?
Yeah.
How did he start it off?
I
love that he just
November 11th. Never forget.
But did he say the words like this week?
Yeah.
Like okay, I just love how nonchalantly he was like that in there.
He was like, well, it was like I was like this just happened. Like
okay.
So it was 9:38 p.m.
I thought you meant like he was saying it like, oh yeah, by the way, earlier this week, totally got visited by extraterrestrials, but I got busy with some other shit. And no. This was like holy shit. This is the full tweet from Diego Sanchez on November 11th at 9:38 p.m. He says, I was doing energy work on my patio. That's still the strangest thing about this tweet. I'll tell you. Exactly. What the fuck is energy work? But either way. It's just him putting a fork in a socket. Yes.
And then I saw something weird. It was the strangest thing.
Yeah.
But Diego says, this is how he's making a headline. Because that's what I was like wondering. I was like, how does this come up at the airport? Because that's usually where you see TMZ is like them at the airport going like, Diego. And they go, Diego, were you visited by aliens recently? Yeah. You know what? As a matter of fact, I was.
Energy work on your
I
porch
was doing some energy work on my patio. Because that's what he says too. He says I was doing some energy work on my patio as a UFC as a UFO flew right up on me. I called for my daughter. Quick, quick. By the way, I'm somehow reading this better than somebody wrote it, and that's never happened.
Yeah.
So we could start
this
leaning.
Is impressive.
Let's keep leaning.
I've seen you read comments on here, and you skip every fourth word, so this is impressive.
Right. It's really bad. I didn't even know one guy's name.
Yeah.
so I'm giving this better punctuation. So let's start leaning definitely towards this was maybe not a real experience. He saw a drone, and he was definitely sticking a fork in a light socket.
Yeah.
Quick. She watched this thing hover over only hundreds of feet away. Albuquerque is a trip. There's no punctuation. Albuquerque is a trip. Sightings are regular here. Finally a period. But this shit was contact tonight. It was obvious it was watching me.
What impresses me is it's in the age of he had his phone on him, I'm sure.
Right.
And cameras are literally one touch on a phone now. So everyone has these accounts of, and in the 80s and 90s, that's fine. Where they're like, I was abducted. I didn't have a camera on me to snap it and go get developed.
Damnedest
but
thing.
Now the fact that like these abductions or these sightings are happening so frequently.
Right.
And every single person, I'd say 98% has their phone in their pocket, but no one's capturing, like,
right.
He's not thinking like, oh, I need to get this on my phone real quick. I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense because, I mean, I don't know why.
I blame Joe Rogan for all this.
Yeah. I mean, because you got the MMA, you got the UFOs, UFC, UFO, it's too close.
He's introduced psychedelics to too many people that have CTE that should not know.
It's supposed to heal them. It's bringing them back. It heals them back.
No, I don't know.
We have some information on what energy work is sticking crystals up your butt. Okay, that's very clear. Okay, yeah. I know that. I knew that.
I'm sure you would see tons of things. Like if you stuck a couple sharp crystals up your butt, your brain's just like, we gotta focus on something else because this hurts.
Focus on your breathing. Focus on your breathing.
I think he's introducing psychedelics to way too many people with brain damage. Like psychedelics are good for Joe Rogan, who got
out of it
in the head all the time.
Right.
Like he got out when his brain wasn't like totally mush, and he wasn't really in like a head striking combat, right?
Yeah, Taekwondo. Yeah, it was all.
Oh, was he? Okay, yeah. Never mind. I don't know. Everything's karate to me. I was in Kempo karate, so.
Not to mention, by the way, he like the pads don't kick back, so like he did that for a while, and specifically quit because he saw too many people get knocked out.
But
so
I think if you're in your 30s, you're still regularly getting punched in the head, and you're doing peyote. I don't think that's a great combo. Like you're gonna see some amazing, and I'm sure. I don't know if Diego Sanchez does this stuff, but like there's got to be a pocket of that drug stuck in his brain somewhere, and maybe this energy work released it, and he did see a drone.
And was
all
like,
that being said,
get out here. Yeah, I want to believe that he absolutely had, and I do believe that it was a drone. Like I just want to see the drone footage of him like sitting in a thong on his patio. And like running inside and grabbing his daughter and going like, look, and her going like.
That's how TMZ TMZ got wind of it, because it was probably one of their like freelance guys was filming it.
They're like, who is that? Diego Sanchez? Oh my God, what is he doing?
Oh
he thinks we're an alien, dude.
Drones are. I'll say like drones are. They're still so new that you are like shocked when you see one for a split second. Like,
to me, it's the sound. I don't like the sound. I don't like the. I don't like
that. There's a really nice river right down near us here where I run.
John.
Beautiful river.
Wow.
Cooper River. But listen,
I want to turn that into a drop. There's a beautiful river where I run.
Beautiful river. It's not even a river. It's a lake, but they call it Cooper River. But anyway, this will show you. It's really nice. It's really scenic. Beautiful sunset. So. I'll run there all the time, and every once in a while there is a drone, and it always catches me off guard because you're not fully used to seeing. It's not like seeing a plane fly overhead doesn't affect you anymore. Yeah. But like it'll catch you off guard, and if I was in a state of an energy work state or something like that, I've even been like far enough into a run where like I'm tired and my brain is already kind of working weird. I'm thinking about weird stuff, and I see that, and I can see how you'd be like, "Oh my god, that's not supposed to be there. This is a UFO."
Right? Yeah. Like either like because you think there's some kind of you again like anything else, you feel like there should be somebody at the wheel. There's somebody there that's like regulation. There's got to be like is this some kind of is there a law? Is there a fucking law here? Like
there is a lot of laws with drones. Like
right? Is there?
Yeah. So there's a lot of no-fly zones for drones. No drone no-fly zone.
No drone zone.
No drone zone. That sounds like a CNN. Like
this is the no drone zone.
But there is like a lot of rules. I know like we're not too far from Philadelphia Airport, and I think it's like within a mile of that airspace, you're not allowed to fly a drone around there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but there are a lot of rules. I don't know who's enforcing that. This could be
right.
This goes to basically Damian Robinson's bit, which I love, of the cop drones busting drug drones.
Yeah,
there needs to be a cop drone with a gun attached to it.
Yeah, it's still going to be a while before, but like I just wouldn't think that people would still be mistaking them for aliens. But a UFC fighter, because like that's why I wanted to say the GSP thing, because he definitely needed a little break. He needed to take a little break, maybe recover a little bit.
His brain shut off.
Right. Yeah, there was something that happened, and I think really legitimately what happened was he took a nap and or lost track of time, or his VCR got reset. I don't know what happened. Maybe the power went out.
Maybe it was just daylight savings time and it clicked over.
Yeah, it could have been anything. He could have actually only slept for like 3 hours, but it felt like 4 or.
Well, because really, with how regimented they are, like his sleep is probably so regimented that to have that where you just accidentally fall asleep and wake up, to him, like to us, that's nothing. Like,
but haven't you done that
today?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Haven't you done that?
I am, but like my sleep isn't like, I'm not on a like strict regimented sleep schedule, training schedule. For him to do that, that's a real anomaly. Like that never happens to him. I'm gonna fall asleep in an hour from now.
You had all that oatmeal.
Yeah, that's oatmeal, warm oatmeal. I got oatmeal tummy.
Yeah, you got a little oatmeal tum.
Oh yeah, it's nice and warm. But I don't know what that accent was.
That's your real voice. That was you coming out, John. I was running down by the river. It's the most beautiful river.
Gay Canadian is my actual.
Oh my god.
Canadian. Anyway, I think for him, that's just such like it's not a thing that he ever experiences. So he's like, what was that? Had to be aliens. Like,
yeah, immediately. Like, because somebody, another thing that like you watch, like I watch a lot of the ghost countdown videos and or alien videos or anything on YouTube. Again, my any one of my feeds is going to be fighting, whales, cephalopods, cats, and like aliens.
I love that you're just a walking YouTube hole.
Yeah, like, I'm all rabbit holes. Like everybody's like, don't you hate when you get down those rabbit holes? I'm like, I'm like consistently fucking rabbit hole, baby.
I'm nothing but holes. I'm like Swiss cheese, baby.
I ain't nothing but holes, baby. I'm nothing but septa. Septa is a plural for septum. That's one of those words that I learned because I read.
We were also discussing it. Septa is also
the
Philly train system.
In Sarasota, it's scat.
So it's funny when you see those things. Like I didn't know, because growing up, you never leave the area you grow up in that much. Like I thought, like the phone book was Atlantic Bell, and then I remember like seeing like Pacific Bell. I'm like, that's such like a shitty play on it. And they're like, oh no, like it's Mountain Bell in Denver, and I'm like, oh what?
What?
That was the biggest mind-blowing thing of my childhood. That and the fact that like soda's called different things in different parts of the country.
Yeah, pop and
how can we ever unite as one?
Yeah, and that should have been our first sign that all this MAGA shit and like there's going to be the red and blue states like this and the Civil War that's going to be happening apparently.
Yeah.
Damien's talking a lot about civil wars lately, and it's got me a little bit worried. Oh, just the one, I guess, the second one he's talking about. And I don't know if it's a threat or if it's just him literally just going like I think this is going to happen. He's like, no, it's going to happen. And I'm like, okay, but like if it happens, he's like, no, it's going to happen. I was like, hey man, are you going to start it? You
Are
better.
you the spark?
You better. Yeah. Are you the spark that ignites this fire? Please do not be that spark, because let's just try to keep it. Let's just no wars right now. We'll be the no war zone for a little bit.
See, but I love it because Damien's so like racially ambiguous that like he could float to different sides of it. Like he'd be like, "No, I'm Cuban."
Why'd
and,
you guys say that?
Republican side, and then like run over to the African American side and be like, "Yeah, did you hear what they said over there?"
Just change his hat, grab his big brandy glass.
He's 100% hat on, like combat hat. He's Cuban, and then no hat. He's African American, and then like if you gave him a cowboy hat, you'd be like, maybe he's just tan. I don't know.
That guy. Hold on a second. He Puerto Rican?
That's I tried doing that as a bit before though, about how, and we were talking about this last time. Like I'm so on the fence about everything in my life, like chocolate versus vanilla or right versus wrong. Like I'm so on the fence politically and so white that like I have to just sit on the fence and let the Civil War happen. Yeah. And then when I start to see who's going to win, be like, I was with you guys the whole time.
You're right. You're absolutely right, guys. What they've been saying the whole time.
So I need like a red hat that flips over to like a blue hat just in case.
Just in case. Yeah. Yeah, because like it's not a matter of like covering your bases necessarily, but it is a matter of like trying to be like, I really don't know. I just kind of always go with the flow, and the flow has always just kind of not really been defined. I've never had to pick a flow to go. But like as of right now, there's a pretty clear basis of like one side saying, again, much like 4 years ago, one side protesting a democratically elected president. And you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, hey, you know what? Hey, this is the new flow. I'm cool. I'm used to this flow. I like this flow because this flow means that I can just be like, oh, we're going to go back to, we're going to probably shut down again. We're going to do all this other stuff. But it's also, I know that I trust that it's in the sense that it's going to be better at the end of it. Not in the sense of like, let's just fucking hold on a second and just see what's going on.
Well,
everybody shut the fuck up and just let this guy talk. What the fuck did he just say? 4 months. You're fired. Next guy. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I'm used to this flow.
The past month has made me realize that like neither side sticks true to what they say. So like in the case of the left being super like we need to socially distance, you need to wear masks, you do this. As soon as their guy wins, they're like, let's hit the streets and hug and kiss and spit in each other's mouths. And then the flip side of it, the right was like, masks are for pussies. What are you doing this for? You're scared. As soon as Trump caught COVID, I had like people I knew around town that were like, hey, you know, our president's down right now. We should probably throw a mask on. I'm like, you gotta, if you're going to be that gung-ho, you have to stay the course. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Cody's in the chat here. He said he's surrounded by lefties and righties that think that they're about to fight a civil war, and 90% of them can't even run a mile. And that's usually the case. That's usually the case of people saying, because that's my fear is obviously this is a dumb way to put it, but like I wanted to stop saying how like my stance on guns and or the fact of how many guns I may or may not have. It's actually 0. Shh. Because there's so many people that are just going like, hey, you know, well, it's gonna be a civil war. It's like there's so many people that are just like, because everything gets worse, right, John? Like the older we're getting, everything's getting worse. Yeah. Everything's getting worse. Like we're all coping better, and that's something that I've been able to. That's why I feel like I'm thriving. I feel like a thriving person because I'm used to chaos. I'm used to like. You guys all live in the darkness. I was born in the darkness.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Patty Baines over
like,
here.
Live like born in New Jersey, grew up in Florida. I know what sadness is. I've been here before. So like you guys are all like, what do we do? I'm like, just exist. If you continue and you just sit in a dark room with all the lights off, you can just wait and eventually something else will happen.
I want to buy you a jacket with a furry collar, and I want you to be Pat Bain from now.
Patty Baines.
Patty Bain.
but that's the thing is there's just how do you up school shootings and mass shootings and stuff like that? Obviously, it's just going to be a bunch. It's going to start being like firefights. Like if people are actually in this line of thinking, like people are actually thinking that because they can't run a fucking mile, they don't need to run. Everybody, I have my protection, and I have my protection, and then they're all going to go out there and they're going to protect at each other. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing too is like all the people that are on the left or the right that are so ready for this civil war have never been tested in any sort of altercation for the most part. I feel like you see like the shooting that happened up where the kid just like got trigger happy and like someone startled him and he was like, ah, pop. Like,
was that the guy that went to the other state and got away with it or whatever and just like walked past the cops?
On the flip side, you see like I've seen so many things of like Antifa carrying around T-ball bats. And I'm like, you definitely were the kid that you couldn't swing that bat when you were in T-ball.
Yeah.
Like, having it stick out of your backpack is very intimidating, but like, I don't know.
It's all about perception as reality. That's their thing.
Most of the people that are prepping for this civil war wouldn't, I don't think, have the physical stamina to last.
Well,
I tried to take a picture of this the other day. What's up, Manny? And it was a guy, he had like 3 Make America Great Again flags in his house.
Yeah.
And his yard was full of leaves. He was in a like rascal scooter, a fat guy in a rascal scooter, leaf blowing, riding along in the scooter. And like that's my image of if this civil war breaks out, like is that guy leading the charge?
Yeah, how are you gonna? That's what I'm saying. Is like okay, like and that was my whole point with the whole merch in general of any of that is my thing with a lot of the shirts that I've had in the past, and a lot of times, like the reason I don't like just sharing my opinion on a shirt and stuff like that is because, like I feel like I'm gonna have to back it up somehow, and like I'm gonna have to justify the way. And with a lot of times with art, with like bands or things like that, like you don't actually there's no like real requirements. But part of what you're using as merch, like wearing a hat that says "Make America Great Again," is like that's a message that you're putting out there, and then you have to think of what you're doing when you're wearing that. A lot of times I don't want to wear a Lightning shirt and a Lightning hat because I don't want to seem like I'm in a Lightning merchandise ad.
You look like you got lost on your way to a Tampa game.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing is like there's a certain awareness that you should have about it. So like a person that has 3 Make America Great Again flags flying all over and they're wearing the hat and they're fucking and they're just going
anything you do,
like how are you going to contribute? What are you doing to help?
Well, and you got to understand too that anything you do at that point with that, like if I'm wearing an Eagles hoodie and an Eagles hat and someone catches me picking my nose, like that's going to get out there as like Eagles fans pick their nose, which we do. But like you
and
need
we
to
eat
understand
it.
The things you're doing while you have that stuff on is how people, they're going to dictate like every person that supports that does that.
Yeah.
Like,
how quickly it was that night. I think it was that night that it happened. The night that the Eagles won the Super Bowl. That guy ate shit, and that's that's what everybody talks about. I just brought it up because when I thought about Eagles won the Super Bowl, guy ate shit. You said pick your nose. I'm like, yeah, you guys eat horse shit. Like that's what I was thinking. That one guy became the whole entire Eagles forever and ever because he attached himself. And we all call him guy who ate horse shit. We don't know his name. I don't know his name.
I don't think he capitalized on it.
I don't think he has a name. I honestly don't think he was a real thing. I think he was just an amalgamation of all. I don't even know if that word is the correct word. Of all Eagles fans, that just kind of like it was like a hologram that just came out and was just like, oh shit, awesome, dude. Yeah.
You know what I love too is like that always comes out that like that guy was visiting from like South Carolina, visiting his family, and like I love when that stuff comes out. Like he's never even been to an Eagles game. Yeah. That was his brother's shirt and his uncle's hat. Like
he's never actually been to a football game ever. He actually thought that was chocolate.
Yeah, he just thought that's what happens in Philly.
He's actually from Voorhees.
He is a real Voorhees.
He's a real Voorhead. But that's the thing is, what if it was like hey, we've been eating shit for you. Like even if it was like poetic. Even if it was like, we've been eating shit for years, we don't have to eat shit anymore, so no more of this. Like that kind of thing. Of like, then that's kind of like you're empowering, you're taking a part of it, but like, it definitely become the reality.
I love that you think that anyone could be like, oh, here's my moment. This is poetic beauty.
We're not gonna eat shit anymore. Did you like my quote from yesterday? Did you like that? Did you hear my quote?
I don't think so. What was it?
I was talking about a post that somebody shared, and I was worried all about the it was during the emoji talk, but I was talking about I like nature photography, and it's because I love candid photos, and I was like, and I genuinely had the thought and was like, that's so douchey, I have to write it down.
It's the most candid.
Nature is always candid.
It's always candid. That is, yeah. That should be on your merch.
That's gonna be. That's my next poster. So far, Chris William, ex co-host of the Buddha Boys with me, was kind enough one Christmas to gift me 2, like those inspirational pictures. There's one of me on a rock in Gettysburg when we went to go do a ghost investigation out there, and it says, it's one of my other favorite quotes that I had. Because that's my thing. I love quotes. I live by quotes.
Will rise again.
Nope, that's not it. No, John. Yeah, I'm like, we're going to take it back here. This Civil War starts right here on this rock right here. But I come from Florida to take back New Jersey.
Yeah.
No, it was, you don't have to agree with history for it to have happened. Like, you don't, it's okay. Like, yeah, you don't have to like it. That's cool.
Yeah.
It still happened. It's still history. It's like, let's just move on. We'll just keep going, and we won't worry about what you didn't like that happened back then. We'll just keep going.
I went on your Nature is Always Candid poster. In the corner, there's just like a dude throwing up or something. Like, it's just a beautiful fall scenic view, and then a guy just like scratching his nuts.
Now I have to get the perfect picture for that. The other inspirational one that he made is probably my favorite, and it's me from the, I think, first somewhat professional headshots I got for myself was, and I was in a Midtown Scholar bookstore because I wanted to look smart. And it says, just do mushrooms.
That's pretty good.
So that's my other quote. Those.
Did you have a book open in the picture?
No, actually, that's how I would have been smart. Yeah,
that would have been your little nod, like back when it was like all the headshots were like caution tape over the mouth, like you can't handle what he's got to say.
And it would have been like,
it's you, but the book's upside down.
Actually,
that's Pat.
I was just gonna say that in the Buddha Boys bumper stickers that we have up here, my like it, or the likeness that is made of me, I'm the evil I'm one of the evil Buddhas because I was always the villain, and I have a book that says how to read, but it's upside down, and I'm sitting on a whoopee cushion on a cloud of farts.
Damn, I've seen that sticker. I have that on something here.
It's very small.
Times, and I never knew there was that much nuance.
Oh, speaking of.
Nice.
There it is.
Nice.
It's the first one on the live show. Whew. There it is. Harry.
That's what I meant to ask you. On your original sound clip when it came in, is that Lemaire saying this is gross after the fart?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I liked using Lemaire for a lot of my drops. I used him for this one.
Adultification.
Because I think he just has the best tone.
Yeah, no,
he's very clear. He's very precise. You can hear
adultification.
It's him. It's him, and then it's Al Pacino.
Fuck him.
Or Joe Pesci.
Fuck him.
That's your Rushmore of drops.
it's Lemaire Lee.
Adultification.
Solidarity.
Al Pacino.
Fuck him.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, it's all enunciation. They're hitting the syllables very hard.
Yeah, fuck them.
Something I don't do. Anytime I've ever recorded a set, I listen. I'm like, you just mush words out of one mumble.
Dude, there was an enigma last night at the Comedy Zone. Speaking,
it's funny. You emphasized all the right there because I said you're like there was an enigma.
Oh really? Did I?
Yeah.
This is inadvertent because I'm trying to be smart. Now I'm trying to be smart.
You're using bigger words. You should use the word inadvertent. I love it.
I don't know if I see. That's the thing. I know big words.
It's not vertent. That's what inadvertent
exactly.
is.
I don't know what they. We talk about it on Falls Kind of Anywhere all the time. I say I prefer or defer. I don't. Would you prefer?
Wait,
he's like when Youngblood says I defer. What?
I want to put this out there because I've been trying to find this clip for years.
Oh yeah.
There's a comic in the 90s. I want to say, early 2000s, and he's talking about words that we always use that And so the reason I'm putting it out there is I can't find it. I don't know who it is, but hopefully somebody sees this and can find it. He's talking about words that we use, but we never really understand. He said the word nonchalantly. He's like, I don't know what that is. He's like, because I've never seen someone do something chalantly.
Right. Exactly.
And he's and he walked into the room chalantly. And that's been stuck in my head. I cannot find it. Also, because I don't know how to spell nonchalantly.
Dude, I found out I couldn't spell the word tongue.
It's a tough one.
Spell it right now. Spell it right now.
Tongue.
You gotta say it like you gotta spell it like you're saying it like a Japanese person speaking. Tongue. Tongue.
Oh, can we just turn this into a spelling bee? I was really good at spelling when I was young.
Please. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay, give me a word.
I'm looking around my desk.
This is
capabilities.
What the fuck? Hold on. Can we start out like let's ease up on the letters a little bit.
Okay.
Can you spell capabilities? Wait, hold on. All right, let me try. Okay, hold on. CAPABILITIES.
Nailed it.
Capabilities.
Yeah, there you go.
Ding. Okay, my problem is I don't know if I'm gonna know a word that you can't spell. So
I used to be really good at spelling when I was younger, but I think it was just I was so bad at everything else in school that my parents really were like, yeah, but you could spell.
All right. How about all right. Domesticated.
DOMESTICATED.
Nice. Nailed it.
What's tough is spelling it because you're trying to sound it out as it's coming out, and it's
hard. I lose track.
Yeah.
See, my biggest thing is I'll go. So you said capability. I was like, I have to keep the flow going. I have to go capabilities. So I've almost like a robot. So capability. But then I start saying. So I go CAPA. Then I go, wait, did I say the A for abilities yet? Is that
Yeah.
A? Or is it two A's? Is it capabilities?
Now I'm looking around the room. I love this looking around the room spelling test.
Okay, I got another word. I got a really hard one for you. Opuscule.
Okay, go ahead. What is it?
Opuscule.
Opuscule. Jesus.
Yeah. You're smarter than me.
You used this the other day. Yeah.
Right. So this is it's I give you a little bit of it. A little bit
Can
of
you give me the origin of the word?
French. It's French. Yeah, I was actually right. I don't know. You want like the century and shit like that?
What is the meaning?
Can I say that? Oh yeah, I guess I can. It's like an opuscule is like it's a little opus. It's a small work of literary or musical art.
It's a skewed opus. Okay.
Yes. Is that what's skewed? Is that what that means? Oh, you're just
opuscule.
You did the chalant thing with me.
OPUS.
Yeah. Now think.
Is it seriously just no? It can't be. Just opus and then COOL.
Is that your final answer?
No.
Okay, good.
You doing that maybe
I know that's what I was thinking, but I was thinking.
No, if it's French,
I have to sound it out.
If it's French, there's a Q in there, is my guess. So OPUS QULE.
Sorry, that is unfortunate.
Is it anywhere near close?
Well, it is OPUSCULE. Opuscule.
That's not very French.
Nope, not at all.
For some reason I associate the letter Q with French.
And that's why I fixed it, because I made it a little opus, because it's a lot easier to spell.
Oh.
All right.
Here's the tough one. And I work in an industry where I need to use this word all the time.
Okay.
Therapeutics.
Oh, all right. And I don't have that up here anywhere, so I can't cheat. That sucks. I'm hoping that you're going to say a word that's like.
Wait, do you want to see you want me to give you the word that's in front of it?
I thought you were gonna show me the word. Do you want to see the word? Yes.
Oligonucleotide therapeutics. But you can just do therapeutics.
Therapeutics. So I'm gonna go
therapeutics.
THERO thero P. Oh no!
Here, I'll give you a chance to restart.
What?
Therapeutics.
Oh, that's discouraging, because that wasn't gonna be that wasn't the hard one for me. THERAPEUTICS. F-U-T-I-C-S.
Yeah, I love it. S is what threw you off.
Is it plural, John?
You nailed it. You nailed it's the
No, I didn't. I said it wrong the first time. They don't do that in spelling bees, John.
Well,
They don't go, oh, can you give me the origin? Would you actually just like to start over again?
They make your face.
What? Like, especially to like go like spell therapeutic.
Duh. No, you spell it.
Yeah.
That's never been pulled in a spelling bee. It's never been like spell hypochondriac. It's like you spell it. Damn. All right.
Oh.
On to the next round.
Oh, nicely played. All right.
It's actually in the rule book. People didn't know you could do that.
This might be okay. So this might be a thing that you may or may not also deal with or have in the past.
Hemorrhoids.
I don't know.
That's a tough one.
I have to. I only know how to spell beautiful because of Jim Carrey. Thank God.
Oh, there you go. I only know how to spell bananas because of Gwen Stefani.
So okay, here's this one. Nebulizer.
Nebulizer. Oh, and hello to my wife that is watching downstairs. I swear to God, this is work. I love you.
He's doing stuff. We just talked about. This is a business meeting. We just talked about work.
Yeah, nebulizer.
Therapeutic.
I feel like this one is going to be right on what I think it is.
Okay.
Nebulizer.
Nailed it.
Nice.
That's
a tough one though, because if you really think into it, you're gonna try to do the EU thing.
I don't know if you're gonna try to put a Q in there again or something. I don't know. You know.
Oh, Q was silent.
Nebulizer.
Nebulizer.
All right.
Now I gotta find one for you.
That last one was good.
I was saying earlier.
That was a doozy.
Now hemorrhoids is hard. I won't even give you that one. That's impossible to spell.
I think I could do that one.
I have to look it up.
I don't know. Ooh, you know what? Because I talked about in the past.
Okay, yeah, hemorrhoids. You're not gonna get this.
Yeah. All right. You want me to try? Let me try.
Yeah, let me try. I just had to type in HEM in my search history. It tells you how I'm feeling over quarantine. It's just in there.
All right. Hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids. Okay. Ooh, man. Oh, fuck. I fucked myself. Yeah. Because is it like hammer, but with like a E? Or
Hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid. All right, H-E. I like the fact that we're just saying. I just like we're saying that over and over again.
I love anyone that's
Hemorrhoids.
tuning in right now. It's just you and I going back and
Hemorrhoid. Hemorrhoid. Sound it out. Can you give me an origin? My asshole.
Yeah.
All right.
It starts usually in the butthole.
All right, hemorrhoids. It's. Oh fuck! I wish I wouldn't have picked this one. H-E. Can I? Am I gonna get a mulligan on this one too?
Just watch my face as you're spelling
Okay.
it. I'll give you.
Hold on, let me get the comments away here. All right, H-E. Right, still good. M. Nope, I didn't say that. H-E. Just can I take one back? I accidentally.
Yeah.
Did I already say
Yeah.
M? I can't remember. Did I say that one M that I meant to say?
It was you were clearing your throat.
Yeah, M. Okay, so H-E-M-E. Really? Oh, A? Oh, you just do O? Oh, wait, you don't have to. You don't give it to me. Is it already an O?
Yeah.
Hemorrhoid?
I love that. I realized before this you were going to spell hammerhoids.
I was gonna put a Y in there too. Is there a Y?
Hammerhoids.
There's a Y
They do
for.
hammer your butthole. There's not a Y. All right, sorry. I'll give you the floor.
What a
You got
doozy.
this.
Okay, all right, here we go. H-E-M. I'm not looking at you either. H-E-M-O-R. O-I-D-S.
See, that should be right, but it's not.
Hemorrhoids.
It's Hemorr. That's stupid.
R-R.
Then it's another H.
No, because I just did it. I just hemorrhoids.
But then it's another H after the two R's.
What? For what?
So
That's
it's
like diarrhea.
hemorr-
Diarrhea is a real
yeah.
curveball.
It's technically hemorrhoids. So it's Hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Hemorrhoids.
Fuck. That's a what a doozy.
All right, let's
All
do one more each, and then I'm gonna pretend to actually work.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can do this. All right.
This is fun. I think this should just be a weekly spelling contest between you and I.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I only trust you with this, John, because I feel like this is definitely how maybe the teachers in your private school used to explain how your attitude. Lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical.
I want it to be clear. If there was any mystery whatsoever, I do not know how to spell this word. I have it written down in front of me.
I'm going to need to. The only question I'll have is you have to tell me if I'm pronouncing it right.
Oh.
Lackadaisical?
Okay. That's Dominique's favorite word, by the way, too. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say.
Lackadaisical.
I'm going to try to say it for you.
Okay.
I'm going to do the syllable thing. I'm going to try to do it without clapping either. Lackadaisical.
So I've already been saying this word wrong my entire life.
How have you been saying it?
Lackadaisical.
Because lax. Okay, I got you. Well, already. That's no points off for that.
Okay, so LAC.
Am I doing the face thing too, or am I going to just let you go?
No, don't. I don't even look at you.
Let's see.
LACADAZICAL.
ICLE?
EL? I don't know.
Or EL. We'll give you the option.
I always get
so like a lackadaisical, like a sickle.
Yeah.
like it's a lackadaisical.
Was I anywhere near it?
Well, you had the beginning, so let's see how close it is. You said you had L, A, C, and that's where you fell off.
Okay. Damn it.
I don't mean that. That sounds so condescending, but you were way off. It's LACKADAISICAL.
It's a lack of asicles. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a lack of daisicles.
Lack of daisies. Wow.
Those are little frozen daisies that you can lick.
That's gonna haunt me all day.
Yeah, you should. I mean, because you did daisy sickle. That's a cooler look. Like this looks like a sponsor for like a fucking. This is like an energy drink for like a UFC fighter.
Most words that I know how to spell are only because of like I can only spell Eagles because their chant is literally the whole crowd of illiterate people spelling. And I think that started because they were just like, we need to remember how to get this, guys. It's together.
EAG.
Everyone.
ES. Friends is. I only know Friends just because of watching. You know how many times you see the opening credits of Friends. FRIENDS.
So I think it might not have been until I met you that I thought it was the Tampa Bay Lightning, not Lightning.
Wow.
I thought Lightning had an ENING in there, and I'm only looking at it because your word, Pat, your next word, Tampa related, is Buccaneers.
Oh, fuck. I was not a Buccaneers fan. Oh, no.
That's why I literally just typed in Tampa into Google, and I was like, there's got to be tough words in Tampa. This is the hardest word to ever come out of Tampa.
Okay. All right. Since methylamine or whatever, what's methamphetamines? Jesus
just
Christ.
Meth. MEF.
Meth. All right. So Buccaneers. BUCS.
Mic drop.
Bucks.
Podcast is over.
All right. Buccaneers. It is BUC. Hold on. I'm not even going to look at you either. I'm going to just try to do this.
I'm not going to look at you.
Right. Good. I'm not going to look at you. All right. BUCCANEERS.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Nailed it. I love that the Bucks chant is just BUCS, Bucks. Like, no. That just shows you, at least Philadelphia could spell out the entire name there. They were just like, fuck. Even on their jersey, it just says BUCS.
No, that's the thing. It's okay. So unfortunately, I don't believe that may be a chant there. But as far as I know, the only football cheer I know of for the Bucks is one half of the stadium goes Tampa, and then the other side goes Bay, and then the other side goes like that's as far as I know. That's the only. And I'm just like, are they just saying the place we are?
I wish it just carried out. Like the middle of the stadium was like Florida.
Yeah, and they're like, There's the area code here also.
St.
Like,
Petersburg adjacent.
this is our PO box. Like, I don't understand why that, but I'm glad I fucking nailed that because
That's great.
years and years of seeing that. But yeah, if you need to head back to work, that's okay, buddy. I
If this
appreciate
is
you.
fun, we can do one more each. I wanna
Okay.
find one more tough
Oh
word
man,
for you.
I didn't. Okay, it's all right. I'll give you an easier one. Oh wait,
Okay.
hold on. I have to look one up too because I was actually going to do research on this, but I didn't. All right, so I put in mine. Now I got the real word. That's how it always works. All right, your word is. Hold on, actually, I might just play it because I don't know how to say it.
Oh, damn it.
Is that? Yeah, that's not too hard. You can do this. Believe in yourself. You ready?
All right.
Hold on, I'm trying to say hi. There we go. You ready?
Abominable.
Damn it.
I was gonna do research on this. I'm gonna.
Abominable.
Abominable.
Who the fuck? By the way, who is that? Like, that sounds like what the fuck is her name? It sounds like Bjork. Doesn't that sound like
It
Bjork
does.
reading this? Like, this sounds like a Bjork. She's like-
Abominable.
She's like, ease up off of the fucking mic a little, would you?
This is your most abominable.
They got Bjork reading the fucking definitions.
Abominable.
I would love spelling test Bjork. Is that the new podcast?
Yeah. Well, Manny already says he really likes the spelling with Pat angle that we're doing
Oh,
here.
there's your word, Bjork.
Oh, fuck you.
I actually know that one.
Actually, yeah, I think I could do that one too.
Big Bjork guy.
Yeah, big Bjork guy. My Dom's a huge Bjork person.
Don's a big Bjork guy.
See, I don't want to gender, and I don't, All right, here we go.
That'd be
Abominable.
great if I gave you your word was just Dominique.
Wouldn't that be awesome if you gave me abominable? Oh, what?
All right, I got this.
Abominable.
And then I still couldn't do it.
Abominable.
Can you
I
imagine?
spelled it out yesterday as it's very abominable.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I didn't like your smug answer. So I want you to fucking deal with it, buddy.
Okay, AB. Nailed it.
Yep, nailing it so far.
ABOM. ABOMINABLE.
Wow.
Did I nail
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
No, wait, I missed a B. Abominable?
No.
Oh yeah, I nailed it.
There's no B. There's no silent B. You can
Yes.
have the silent B with it not being there, aka no B.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna keep Google up just in case, just for no
Yeah.
reason whatsoever.
All right, I'm trying to find a good one for you.
Oh, I didn't even look at what it meant. The whole reason I wrote that word down initially was because I wanted to actually. I'm giving you words that I want to look up anyway. That's just practical. That's all that is.
I typed in Harrisburg into Google. I'm trying to find hard words.
Okay, Susquehanna is a hard one. I
Yeah.
probably don't know how to do that one. I don't know why I'm picking my own hard ones. Why am I doing that? I didn't know. I don't even know. I think I finally got it. Philadelphia is Philadelphia.
Yep.
Right, because it's but Philly is 2 L's.
Yeah.
But Phila, what is Phila? By the way, I see that every once in a while. Is that just that's
I
a
think
place,
it was
right?
on the Declaration of Independence. I think they abbreviated it like that once.
You
so
couldn't have
now,
said
like, this-
Declaration of Independence more Philly, by the way. You said
Declaration of Independence.
Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, you said Declaration of Independence. It was a bunch of dudes were telling us how we could be all free shit.
Yeah, but like I think Phila was that like the original? Didn't you say like that was the original name of it or something?
No, I think on the Declaration of Independence it was in there. I mean, phila is the Greek Latin word for brotherhood, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was on the Declaration of Independence. Damn it, I did it again.
Dude, you're doing it every time. It's beautiful.
Once.
You cannot help it, and that's my
know.
favorite part because every time you can't just say of the what is it DOI, you know
Dude,
of the
I'm mushmouth. That's like being in a Philly suburb mushmouth talk.
yeah.
You know what? As your punishment, because you said it was hard,
Fuck.
your word is Susquehanna.
Shit. I'm looking for mail right now. Hold on.
Wait, is that the county you live in too?
No, I think
You're
they're
in Dolphin.
adjacent. There's
Oh,
probably
or spelled Dolphin.
Dolphin. I got that's too easy. I know
Okay.
that one. All right.
Susquehanna.
I did think it was Dolphin for the longest. I thought we were in Dolphin County for the longest time, And I thought that was so fucking cool because we were from Florida. I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's cool. We're in Dauphin County. Why do they have Dauphin County? And I just kept saying Dauphin County.
I'm picturing every time you drive over the Susquehanna River, you're looking for dolphins.
Dude, that's what I used to do. I used to do that over the Howard Franklin all the time. Anytime I drove over for work, I'm like, oh, looking for dolphins. But no, there's no. I live in Dauphin County, not one fucking dolphin. But
all right, well, you're stalling.
Susquehanna.
Your new word is Susquehanna.
Susquehanna.
You just have Susquehanna on your wall.
Yeah, no. I had this magazine mailed to me, but that's from back in Florida. So,
Okay.
all right, sus, S-U-S. There you go.
Nailed it.
Sus. This one does have a Q in it. I'm pretty sure, but where is it? Where is that?
Is it French?
Where's that
Ooh.
sneaky little Q? Susquehanna. S-U-S-Q-U-E-N. No, wait, hold on. Did I say that? No N. No N there. Take that N off. Get on.
It's like an N.
Put a little extension on that, make it an H, will you?
That's what it is.
Susquehanna. All right, here we go. H-A-N-A. Or N-N-A. N-N-A. Two N's.
NNA?
N-N-A. That's my final answer.
NNA?
Yeah.
You got it.
Fuck
I thought
yeah.
that was going to trip you up. I thought the NNA was going to throw you off.
I can't believe I just spelled that. And I have lived here for almost 6 years. So that's not bad. That
I
means
lived there for 3, and I don't think I could have spelled that right. I also can't. Ooh. No, I'm not. I was going to say Schuylkill. The Schuylkill River. That one's fucking impossible. Have you ever seen that spelling?
S-C-H-Y-I-L-L?
S-C-H-Y. No, it's S-C-H-U-Y-L-K-I-L-L. Schuylkill. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck that one.
he says it in The Irishman, by the way. Shout out to The Irishman.
Yeah, we throw him into Schuylkill.
Yeah, he talks about one part in the Schuylkill River.
You dumb motherfuckers.
Where they threw all of their guns.
That's the scene where it's supposed to be young. It's like the younger version, but he still throws like this. Like his
Yeah.
elbow is attached to his hip.
He gets out of the car. They speed it up. You could see him like almost like Benny Hill. Like he gets like out of the car. But he gets out of the car, and he goes like,
yeah. But he's supposed to be like 30.
That's the fun. Yeah, I think that's where he goes and drops off all his guns and he says it, and I'm like, I still can't even remember. What is it again? Schuylkill? Schuylkill? What the fuck is going on here, man?
Everyone just says Schuylkill.
Yeah, everybody says Dakar Pence too. So I mean, you all. I wonder if it's just like a matter of like, because it's a lot of in Philly it's Italians, right? It's not necessarily Irish.
It's everything. Like a lot of the Italians moved over to South Jersey. Like there is a huge contingency. Oh, nailed it! Contingency.
Wow.
South Jersey folk that are originally South Philly Italians that got some money and got out.
Hey, we're gonna get out and start our own yogurt shop and
in Washington Township,
and a nice quiet street where the leaves change and it's beautiful. It's breathtaking.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wait, are you up or am I?
What? Oh, I don't. Okay, I got another word for you.
You just nailed Susquehanna, so I'm up, and then I got one more for you, and this is going to be a name, and it's an MMA name.
Oh, okay. I'm excited about that.
That's going to really test your UFC knowledges.
All right. How about... All right. You ready for this?
Yes.
Cephalopods.
No. Pass.
Why?
That's not fair.
What? You don't like that one?
Cephalopods?
Okay. All right. I got another one.
No, all right. Here, you can tell me. If I'm wrong on the first letter, then I get a new word.
Okay.
Is it C?
Yes.
Okay. Damn it, now I gotta do it. C-E-P-H, Cepho, C-E-P-H-O, C-E-P-H-O-L. I don't know. I quit. Yeah.
It's C-E-P-H-A-L-O-P-O-D-S. Cephalopods.
Not a word.
Cephalopods.
Nope. I also love now that one of my uncles just tuned in, so this is now what my family thinks I do all day.
Hey, it's content, baby. Go to Baby Mermaid Productions and you can see more.
All right. This is it, and I'm going to probably pronounce this wrong.
Honestly, that's why you didn't get most of these words, motherfucker. So consider yourself lucky.
Oh, there's 2 names on this. I guess it's the next UFC card.
Oh, okay. Oh, are they names? Oh, are they names? Are you giving me names?
Names.
All right.
And they are not from America.
Hey, by the way, speaking of Philly and speaking of this weekend's UFC, not that they're paying me to advertise for them whatsoever at all, but the main event has the main event is Paul Felder, who is known as the Irish Dragon from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia. So yeah, sorry, what's the word?
It's 2 words. It's a name. It's Sapoparbek Safarov.
You know the funniest thing? Another free ad for a UFC product. For more content that you can find, UFC Unfiltered with Jim Norton and Matt Serra. They specifically talk. They kind of like, you know how you do with the Declaration of Independence. They just kind of rush through it. That's the kind of the same thing that they do. They go like
So wait, all right, here you get that, or you could pass to spell Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
Okay, I'll take that one. But say it again and or use it in a sentence and give me the origin.
The welterweight co-main event fight features 10-2 fighter Abdul Razak Al Hassan. 3 words.
Okay, I was going to say, is that Abdul Razak
Al Hassan.
All right.
I think I'm nailing that pronunciation.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty. That's why I felt most confident with this one because of
if I Phillied it, I'd be like Abdul Razak Hassan.
It'd be like, oh fuck, that's all one word. All right, Abdul You
just made up a letter.
If you don't finish saying it, it's kind of like, you know, when like you push a button on your phone, like you don't, or you're like, no, just go move it to the side. That way it didn't happen. All right.
Yeah, is there a time limit in the spelling bee?
Oh yeah, I don't. No, I know there isn't. Because they always do this shit where they're like, they have their little thing and they go like, and they kind of.
I love the Indian kid that spells it in the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. So Abdul, I'm gonna go. Let's just tackle this first name. Abdul. ABDHUL.
You thought too much.
I tried too hard, didn't I?
Yeah, you tried too hard.
No H. There's no H.
No H.
Fuck.
Don't worry, you got 2 more chances to name.
All right, what's the Hassan is the last one, right?
Abdul Razak.
Razak. RASZ. Nope, there was a Z. I said Z. What did you hear?
You're dyslexic. It's just a backwards
yeah,
S. You got
that's my bad. I that's probably a connection.
I'm speaking dyslexia.
Sexlexia. I have a Z. You said the Z already. I said Z already, right?
Do you want to?
Can you say it again?
All of them and spell here or his opponent.
Okay.
Callan Williams.
Callan.
You're not going to get it. It's dumb spelling.
It's probably it starts with a KALAN. God damn, man, names are hard. Why are names so hard nowadays? Like whatever happened to Joe,
names.
whatever happened to John and Pat.
Because I'm giving you UFC names where they're like, he's from Azerbaijan.
Yeah. So wait, okay, so give me the spelling of Abdul's name.
Abdul, so you want the whole thing?
Yeah.
ABDUL. So you got that.
I overthought it.
Razak, it's easy too. You ever think this one? It's RAZAK. Al Hassan is hard. ALHASSAN.
That's what, honestly, I was riding high on Hassan, and I thought for sure I'm gonna land this baby with that last name, but I would have gotten it wrong anyway.
Names are hard because like whenever I try to spell Conor McGregor, it's always I spell Conor wrong every single time.
Yeah, I oftentimes like just because it's the weirdest thing. I don't know why I don't have it on my computer, but I don't have like spell check or the thing where it just automatically like fixes it. But I do have the thing that says it when you're wrong. So like, and instead of and I've had this computer since basically the beginning of the of I think what we're going to call now the first shutdown.
Okay.
Because we are pretty sure there's going to be another one coming up.
Shutdown 1.0.
Shutdown 1.0. That's when I got the computer. So it's not like it's not the. I know, like, I'm learning how to use it. I know how to use different, but once I get to like, it's not that hard for me to just like. I usually have my phone right here anyway. So I just am so lazy that I have not switched or found out what that setting is to switch it on. But every time I'm typing a description or a person's name or something like that, the little red squiggly line comes up under it, and I'm like, is that me or is that you? Is that because that person, you're spell checking someone's name and you're like, this isn't a word? I'm like, yeah, technically it's not a word.
My phone's been kind of teasing me with that. It'll come up and then I hit space, and usually you go back and just click it and it'll correct it for you. Mm-hmm. I hit space and it goes away, and then I start typing and it comes back. So for a moment I'm like, outsmarted, Apple.
Yeah.
And it's like, guess what? That's not how you spell restaurant.
Idiot. Oh, restaurant's a hard one.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wednesday's a hard one.
I guess we might as well just get into Pat's word of the day since we're already doing words. We'll close out the show with this is all right. So do you want to try to say? I'm going to spell it for you, and we're both going to try to say it. I do not know how to say this word, and we'll find out if you do. The word today is MATRONYMIC. So that's MATRONYMIC.
I need to look at this word.
All right. Well, hold on. Did you write it down? Its origin is Latin, late 18th century. It's an adjective.
Matromacy? I don't even. I can't.
It's matronymic. Matronymic. That's what I'm going to go with. Matronymic.
I have no clue. Am I guessing what it is?
Do you want to try to? No, I'll tell you what it is. It's denoting or relating to a name derived from the name of a mother or female ancestor.
Oh yeah, because like maternity.
Let's see.
Would be
Matronymic.
Yeah, so like something you would do. So like a matronymic move, like I can use it in a sentence. Like,
okay.
We recently had a baby, so my wife's matronymic instinct, or I can't fucking retarded. Such a Voorhees.
Such a forehead.
My wife's matronymic instinct is to swaddle the baby.
Okay.
So it's like
this one seems more confusing. By tracing her matronymic heritage, she was able to find the grandmother she was named after.
Oh, yeah. So it's the heritage that went through her mom's side.
Matronymic last name instead of her married one. That's an interesting name. I don't know when I would use that a lot.
Matronymic.
Never.
Yeah.
But now you have to.
But no, I mean, I guess so. I don't necessarily have to.
Can you just start throwing it in there, like at Wendy's? You're like, let me get a junior bacon cheeseburger.
Do you have the matronymic?
Can you make those nuggets matronymic and also a shake?
And they're gonna be like, "What does that mean? Is that it's like pneumatic?" Yeah, kind of like that.
Get nuggets with spit. That's...
Yeah, just a ton of spit on them. Yeah, I think. Well, actually, it's funny because I went to McDonald's last night and I was very unpleasantly surprised to find out that the McRib is not back. John.
Yeah, this has been.
I went on my run the other day down to the river, and I went past this McDonald's and I stopped by just to see like what they were doing, maybe to get a water.
I love that your mid-run involves a McRib.
But no, dude, the McRib is not back, and I was fucking lied to.
Who told you it was?
I don't remember.
Wasn't it Andy?
Yeah, it was Andy. Actually, yeah, it was Andy that said that that the McRib is back. And that he had never had a McRib, which got me so hyped because I was like, fuck, I missed the McRib. I'm glad it's
Or
back.
Is this just a bit that he wrote like 2 years ago when the McRib came back and was like...
If he used me for a bit...
he's running. Or maybe it's regional. Maybe the McRib is back where Andy lives, but not in Harrisburg.
You know where he lives? New Jersey. Why don't you tell me, John?
Does he live in New Jersey?
When was the last time you ate McDonald's?
It's been a while. I never liked McDonald's. I was always a Wendy's guy.
Okay, I can see that. You
Yeah.
seem like a Wendy's guy. You seem like a Wendy's kid.
I always love that. Like, if you got a junior bacon cheeseburger, nuggets, fries, and a frosty on the dollar menu, it came out to $4.20. Hey,
I like the 4 for 4, por favor. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, nothing against McDonald's, but I'm a Wendy's guy. I was a Taco Bell guy, but
yeah,
burgers wise, Wendy's.
Try the McRib when it comes back December 2nd.
It's not good.
It's pretty good. Okay,
not
why
bad.
is everybody talking shit about it?
If you're going in expecting like this is the greatest, I'm getting summoned for baby duty. I think.
Ew, gross.
If you're like this is the greatest.
Don't worry, you're not on YouTube. It's okay.
I've ever had.
Yeah.
Then the McRib is not that. But that's like going into a Big Mac and being like, this is a gourmet cheeseburger.
Well, that's what the Big Boy is. Like the Big Boy is just a Big Mac, and they built a whole statue on that guy. They're false. You want to talk about false idols, John?
Wait, I'll leave you with this. Do you know what the secret dressing is on the Big Mac?
Yeah, dressing.
Do you know what it is, though? It's very easy.
What?
It's just Thousand Island.
Yeah, it's just Thousand Island dressing, right? That's the special sauce, right?
That's the only thing I remember learning in college. 4 years, $100,000 in debt because of it, and it's just Thousand Island.
And this is what you do for work.
Yeah, I break down the science behind the thousand.
And you spell with your friend. Well, I appreciate you with your giving me your time, buddy, and please go give your best to the baby duties that you're about to do. And
stay blessed.
And all the baby duties you clean up, and all the babies, and the baby mama as well. Give her my best.
I've been cleaning up her duty. Yes.
Yes, please. Absolutely. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Love you, Pat.
Love you, buddy. See ya. All right. Oh man, John Montag. What a beautiful young man. If you have a chance, make sure you follow him on Instagram. Right there, you can see at Montague, and also Hacks Comedy Golf is on Instagram as well, and YouTube. The playlist is here if you're watching on YouTube. So check it out. And hold on, let me get rid of that. There we go. But yeah, like I was talking last night, we were at the Comedy Zone, and we were waiting, and it was not packed or anything like that. It wasn't super busy. The list was at like 20 something. I know that the cutoff is usually 25, but anything over that, they do like a random drawing kind of thing. So I wasn't like, but usually we plan, like if Dom and I, if we're going to the mic or anything like that, that we'll have, because they have the 70-cent wings, we'll just get some wings, get some fries, and just have dinner there instead of worrying about cooking anything. So, but usually they only afford us one waitress or one server, for the room. And that's fine, because they're very hardworking there. They try to get all that shit done, but it's hard because it's a dark room. They're trying to get everybody taken care of and make sure they're cleaning the plates, getting refills, and all that stuff. So I personally don't like being the guy that like shouts at the waitress as they go by. You know, especially with full, like if they got the thing full of, their hands are full or they're writing something down. I don't want them to forget what they're writing down. Shit like that. I project on the waitress or server or whoever it may be, that I like. If that happened to me, that would kind of bug me if somebody stopped me in the middle of what I was doing. But it's also literally what they're supposed to be doing. So I don't know the etiquette necessarily. That might be that's definitely on me, but. I feel like we kept trying to get her attention, couldn't. So we were like, oh, we'll just pick up some fast food. And I was like, but that was the whole point. That's how I discovered about the McRib. Again, I understand there's a pandemic going on, turmoil, depending on who you're listening to, possible voter fraud. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bigger issues happening in this country than just the McRib being back. But when you crave something like that. I remember one time when I was sick, I had like it was something where I believe I was throwing up or whatever. I was like, or like, so when you're so sick, you have like such a bad fever or something like that. I was like a kid, or like a probably middle school age, like young kid, like not super young, but you just don't have the energy, like you don't have the motivation even to eat something. Like you're just kind of like I don't feel like drinking anything, eating anything. You're hungry, but you don't have like the energy to physically to actually go do it. Like I had that, and I didn't have an appetite, and I just was like sick, and it just felt like shit. But then I craved that riblet TV dinner thing. The little like frozen TV dinners you get. It has the same thing that you would get on the McRib, the same thing, but it's just slathered, excuse me, in barbecue sauce. It's got the mashed potato thing. You got the brownie. Beautiful. Love it. The shitty corn. It's terrible. This is the food I grew up on. Not necessarily just that, obviously, but for some reason, like any family that, had two working parents or anything like that, or had a house where not always the parent was home or could maybe make dinner every night, there's a lot of you're on your own nights. So it's either leftovers, TV dinner, or fend for yourself. They're fend for yourself nights a lot of times. So not every night, but that you kind of, so if you're having to eat that, that's one thing, but we weren't getting them for a while. And then just out of nowhere, I just had that craving. I wanted to eat that. And that was the only thing. And when I was eating it, I loved it. It tasted so fucking good to me that I feel like somehow that's kind of translated to even not. And again, lots of happy memories with the McRib. That almost like, so in my mind, maybe at my adolescent mind, I was thinking the McRib saved my life. But it's not. It's a bunless McRib that saved my life because I loved it so much. It motivated. It's like how people talk about weed. Like, we both love it the same, but you love it because your loved one who was going through cancer treatment wasn't having an appetite and used marijuana to get it. Like, it's the same thing. Like, it saved my appetite essentially. So I don't know, that plus the again, the Batman Forever tie-in when I was a kid, that was huge for me too because I fucking love that movie still to this day. Unironically, it's not so bad it's good. I feel like it's an accurate portrayal of a comic book version of Batman. Like, and Jim Carrey as the Riddler, to me, come on. I mean, unless you're going to give him the Joker, and he's just not dark enough at that time to be, but dark enough to be the Riddler. Hell yeah. It's a great movie. I highly suggest it. I might have terrible taste in movie. I don't know. Let me know. Maybe not. I don't think so, obviously, but nobody thinks that they have terrible taste in movies or food or film or books, any kind of media. But whatever kind of media that you're into, I highly suggest checking out all of the Baby Mermaid production lineup because it's maybe not Batman Forever good, but, if you like golf and you like comedy, you got hacks. There's a new Proper Bonics that just came out today. No, sorry, yesterday. I apologize. Special guest Juan Carlos. He's from New York City, the Bronx, I think, originally, and has moved over to the West Coast now. So we was on Zoom. He was kind enough to wake up early to do the show for us, and we really appreciate. And it was a great episode. During that episode, that was the one where during the episode we got final word on the actual officially announced presidential or president-elect. I apologize, Joe Biden. And so we got to see a natural, real-life, real-time reaction, unedited during that episode. It's really fucking cool. Like, that was a really cool thing to kind of experience because a lot of people were saying, however you vote, it's just, if it's kind of still cool. It's like when Ovi won the Stanley Cup. My team didn't win the Stanley Cup. I'm not invested in that guy whatsoever. And so, but I'm happy for him. Like, good for you guys. Good for them. There's no personal vendetta here or whatever. I don't take the politics as personally as other people, but I was seeing a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I do like and or respect celebrating or being happy. So it's cool that I was able to be a part of that too, just like right from where I'm sitting right here. I was sitting here quietly taking notes and keeping track and trying to stay on topics that they're talking about and then give them any information they need or any insight that I can share. And I got a text from my brother, Nick. Shout out to Nick. And he said, your state's finally done. Biden's the president, blah, blah, blah. And it was cool to have that, like, that in the moment kind of reaction. So, like, that's cool. Check that out. That GDP, any other, the last episode I did with Dom, obviously, and my wife, and Ashley Pontius, that was a fucking great episode. That was so much fun. Those 2 hours flew by. That was crazy how fast. Honestly, like today, I know eventually it just came down to me and John just, challenging each other to spelling contest. But like that was, it was super fun to talk to her. Make sure you check her out anywhere you see her performing while you still can until we shut down again. And then we have to go back to being on lockdown for a little bit. It's going to happen. It's okay. Everybody just breathe. We'll be here to try to help you entertain. Why don't you just come talk to us? Come to GDP Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 1. You can come join and come vent to us. You can come talk. You're not going to see the schedule here on Instagram Live, but you're seeing it on YouTube. It's just right over here. Just every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 to 1. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes Dom's here. Sometimes she's not. She's still part of the show. She's always here in spirit. Over here, right here. See her right there. And I feel like there's just better ways to vent your frustrations. So if you're mad, if you're upset, just wear your mask. You don't have to wear your mask at home. And when you're at home, you can Instagram Live with me. You can come in. You won't be on the video here. Your audio will be on the YouTube channel after this, but this video gets erased. Don't you worry about it. And honestly, you can talk about anything. Today we talked about Jason Voorhees. I honestly got to, looks like 3 out of the 4 things on my list. That's pretty good. That means we kind of stayed on topic today. Even with the spelling bee, the impromptu spelling bee that happened, that I'll have to look at the tape, but I don't know. I think I might have won. I don't know if I won that one or not. You help. Oh, Hex Comedy Golf is here. Hey, if you want to join in Hex Comedy Golf for the last 10 minutes. But yeah, make sure you check out the last episode we did with Ashley. That was a lot of fun. But every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we're trying to bring something a little bit better to the internet. It doesn't always have to be mean thing. I want to talk to people. Honestly, that's the thing, is I don't know how many people are actually in the timeline that disagree with the things we say, but literally I'm happy to take on any challengers on any take on any subject, because I feel like I really don't talk about it unless I especially I won't give a fucking opinion on something unless I actually have really some kind of experience with it personally. So Dom and I were talking about that. I would love to talk to her on the show about that, because it kind of actually got heated. We don't fight often. The only time we never seem to fight about like relationship stuff. I don't know if that's a normal thing. Not that we even like fight, but the only times we get upset with each other is like about completely different things. The only thing really legitimately is the argument of what to eat after or for dinner, not after dinner. What to eat after dinner. Dessert. There's no debate. But the only thing we ever seem to really argue, like I legitimately got upset with her because she called me a privileged voter. And like, I was just like, what the fuck does that even mean? So, you know what I mean? Like, so, oh, look at that. Everybody's hopping in here at the end. What's up, Avery? What's going on, buddy? But like, I would love to have that conversation with her again, because there's, I feel like there's voting there's voting with experience, there's voting for other people's best interests, your best interest. But either way, there is like, it doesn't mean, I don't know that, like I said, I would like to save that for that show. Hopefully we can do it again I don't know. I would like that, because we did definitely we came to an agreement where like you have to realize like you're not mad. You're not mad. There might be other things. Again, there's a lot of stress factors happening right now. There's a pandemic. There's work issues. There's career issues, especially with me. I don't know, when I'll be able to be doing comedy on a regular basis again for money. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stress factors. So all of that comes into play. So I think we're at a better space now where we can talk about that. It would be cool to have that conversation again, but I'm happy to talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I have subjects here so I can talk for 2 hours if I need to, but I'm happy to go off into an impromptu spelling bee with John, because I'm happy to take that challenge now. I feel confident with all this, with matronymic things that are happening. That's not. I see. I don't know. I just don't know practically when I'm going to use that word, but I know how to say it now, and I know what it means, and I feel like a better person for it somehow. And that's what I want this podcast to be. I want people to feel a little bit better about it. You know what I mean? I don't want. There's so much anger out there. Everybody's like, ah,
That fucking cocksucker!
and it's not. It's not a matter of like being mean or privileged or any of those. Like it's not about like flaunting like it's just literally I've had the space to like to ponder some stupid things. So like if I feel like if I'm talking about a thing, if I have it ready to talk about for the show, it's something that I'm willing to I'm open to any idea that I share. Like I feel like I want to be truly open to any idea or thought that I have, and any thought or opinion that other people's opinion of what I may think. You know what I mean? Like you have to and working on that, and not necessarily not having the initial reaction that you may have, like your lizard brain thought of like what the fuck, like, but working on like what really is that. Like what makes you think like that? That's the kind of stuff that if you're going to be home alone, if you're going to be at home and not socialized or anything like that, don't take it as like, oh, this fucking shit again. Actually do that shit that you didn't do in the first lockdown, or actually do the shit that you didn't start taking advantage of earlier, and just kind of do the work of like, why not? Am I a good person or not? Like that shouldn't be the thing. That shouldn't be the argument. Is what are you doing to try to be a better person? And that's the thing. That's what I kind of want to do, and that's what I like to have in my timeline in general. Like a lot of people call it an echo chamber, I think, but a lot of times it's not people that don't completely agree with everything I do. It's just about there's people that sometimes they can get to a point where they're so different from you that you're like, oh, you can just go, oh, they're just a different person, and not have to let them know that they're wrong because you don't know. And that's the biggest part. I'm happy to say, and we found this out during the spelling bee, that I'm happy to admit that I don't know a lot of times and a lot of things, but I'm happy to learn. So teach. Hey, share. Tell me your experience. Avery, I'm sure you can give me a different perspective. Both John and Avery and me would probably be lumped into a similar category if you saw us all standing together. But I believe we have completely different things and traits about us that make us unique, but we're definitely in a category. But I don't know. It's not always hate when you categorize people. Sometimes it's just autism, guys. Also, don't forget to check out John Danick's new album, or EP, I apologize. Available on, I believe, all platforms, but I personally listened to it on Spotify. It's a 4-track EP. It is 4 lackadaisical songs of a dubious origin. You can check it out there. John Danick is a guy. He's a contributor for Hard Times. He's somebody I met through the Hard Times that I think is really great. I respect the fuck out of him. I think he's a great musician, and it's a really cool little, like, it's a 4-song EP. I keep want to say album, but like album, a little album. Opuscule. Huh? Oh, it's an opuscule. Oh, I just used the word right. Oh, what a fucking way to close out the show. Fuck yeah, dude. John, your fucking opuscule is awesome, and it came out on 11/11. That's got to mean something. I mean, it means that he projected it to come out. But either way, check it out. Great album. Also, Strong Words with Ian Strong. We do our View Askew countdown show. We got a room full of us doughy white guys talking about our favorite Kevin Smith movies featuring Jay and Silent Bob. It's our View Askew Universe countdown show. We rank them. And it's honestly, I'm not super upset with the list, except for the fact that there are a couple movies I feel like I differed a lot than a lot of the other people. And it's really interesting. That comes out December 7th. So check that out. Strong Words with Ian Strong. It's a lot of fun. Great guy. A lot of fun to talk to. I would like to have him on here one time. Either he can join on the Instagram or on Zoom. Hold on. Avery says, yeah, hot guys with a soft side. That's our category. Hell yeah. Category, sex studs. Fuck yeah. Clerks 2 was not the worst. I did not think that was the worst one. Actually, I think I had Chasing Amy at the bottom. And I know, John, I know you're not going to like that, but I feel like it's fair because I really, really don't think it held up. But either way, we didn't do the animated Jay and Silent Bob one either. And I was like, I think technically you kind of have to, and that would have definitely been my bottom. Either way, I appreciate you guys hanging around on Instagram Live. Check back with us on Monday at 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. You can join in on Instagram Live on audio. Zoom video link can be sent through DM if you just request it through me. Check out past episodes on Baby Mermaids Production YouTube channel. Subscribe there, hit the notification bell so you know the next time we go live, and you can join in. I love you so